Now today's agenda. To start with, I'll be talking about why use packages and what are the advantages and features of our packages functionality. I will then be going through back-end functionality, so I'll be going through the setting up procedure for packages, the procedure for booking packages if someone is standing in a visitor's booking centre. Then I will pass over to Caitlin, who will talk more about the online presence of packages. From there, we will move on to questions and answers. Now, what I've done firstly is I have gone to our public website, bookeasy.com. From there, you can navigate to our new packages page, which is a fantastic new page which displays in details the features and benefits of packages functionality. So going through these, the ability to create packages on demand. You don't need to actually coordinate with your operators. You can choose to do operator-specific product by negotiation, but at the booking centre level, you can choose to bundle together packages at normal public prices. You have the ability to override commission rates for each product and package, for each product within a package, which is separate to what I covered yesterday with the commissions override. You have two types of packages, which I will be going through. You've got the ability to do fixed night package and the ability to do dynamic packages, i.e. the idea to say, this is my package, but you need to set how many nights you'd like to book for and how many people will be occurring. Doesn't matter which type of package you choose, visitors do have the ability to extend packages and to go beyond minimum. You have the ability, as you will see with the fixed price packages, you can do allotments. You can also do discounted rates, which implies that the packages can be exclusive rates set up for the packages. You've got the ability to create as many packages as you wish. And with these packages, you can choose to make them bookable on your website and or your booking centre. Now, your operator's terms and conditions will still apply for each package. So what are the benefits? Although we've separated the benefits into the centre and the visitor, there is a lot of overlay here. For you, it increases the efficiency of your staff in the centre when it comes to packages. Rather than having to piecemeal different components every time, you can put together packages that are commonly booked by walk-ins. So if you've got walk-ins who are always asking to do an attraction, a bus ride and a specific wine tour, you can preempt the process, bundle up these packages, and it will allow your staff to book in a one-click procedure. One click to get into the package and then to manipulate it to your needs. It increases the booking value. It does entice people to go for packages rather than having to be talked into piece-by-piece components. If you are doing marketing campaigns, it allows you to create unique packages to suit your needs. It will support events in the region. If you've got events occurring in your region, you can create packages that work in with those events, and that will of course increase both the length of the stay and the revenue coming through to you. It gives more reason, word of mouth. If you've got packages that are attractive to the clients, they're going to talk about this. There's going to be referrals, there's going to be reviews. The most important thing from the centre's point of view, it's going to entice your operators to go gold, to be instant confirmation. An operator's product must be instant confirmation to be linkable to a package. So a lot of those benefits are repeated on the right-hand side for the visitor. They may be worded in a slightly different way, but it is the uniqueness and the value of money that must not be underrated when you are talking to the client. It saves a lot of time for the booking process online as well. If you've got a package that is attractive to the client, they will see it, it will be dynamic, They can put in their needs. For example, I have 2 adults and 3 children, and then it will automatically populate the total cost. Packages are instantly bookable, instantly confirmed, and you have the ability to put package experiences on your destination website that will not appear on other channels. So it is a benefit for all. What I'm going to show you now is how to set up packages in the back end of your BookEasy Staff Console and the process for internal bookings. So once you are in your Staff Console and packages have been set up, when you go to the left-hand menu, you will now find a section titled Packages. If I expand that, there are 4 options. You've got the ability to create a new package, and then you have the ability to search packages. To save time, I have already set up some packages for today's purposes. With all packages, you have the ability to say whether they are live, and you can also archive packages. So if I have a package here, special package normal rates, if that is currently not in play, all I need to do is to click on the archive button and confirm, and that will now disappear from the main screen. It also will not appear on your destination website. The first package I'm going to look at is the Weekend Wine Package 1 bedroom, because there are 2 types of packages. This one, the fact that there is a cost of $360, this is what we call a fixed price package. So I'm going to select Edit, and I'm going to go through all of these fields with you. So the first thing is to set up the name of the package. You can name it anything you wish, and when you're initially setting it up, you choose whether it is active, live to go straight away, or whether you choose to archive it in preparation for making it live once you have product. Now the cost field, this is automatically populated. You will never enter in an amount of money. It will be done for you. The internal notes, any notes you put in here for this package are only visible to your staff. They will never appear on an itinerary, and they will never appear on your destination website. Now the next button that says Use Operator Setup, I'm leaving that one blank because the package I'm looking at the moment is fixed price. What I have done is I have negotiated with my operators to give me a discounted price and an allotment, and this package is set in stone for 2 adults. So I leave it unticked because I am overriding the normal rates of the operator with specific package pricings. The next field, this is a very important field. If you were going to make a package available for 3 nights including accommodation, by clicking this button, you're saying that any tours will be available on the day of checkout. You can default the number of nights. Now keep in mind that this functionality, default number of nights, applies to online functionality. It does not apply to internal, as I will show you shortly, because your staff have the ability to upsell. You can write in a description for the package. This description will appear online. Scrolling down, you can have the available date range of the package, keeping in mind that the functionality for dates will also be linked to your operators when you do the operators. For example, you can have an open date range, but packages will only be available if the product is also available. You can also say what days of the week the package is available, and you have the ability to put in one package specific image. The terms and conditions which appear here are overriding. So you may have specific terms and conditions specific to this package. Once the core components of the package are set up, you can link your product. And I will say this a few times just to emphasize the important. Product will only appear on this page if it is instant availability. So your accommodation, your operators must be instant availability. With tour and ticket operators, both the operator and the product must be gold medal instant confirmation. So in this case, what I have done is this package is made up of two components. I have a room, so you've got the option to say room, tour, event or car hire. Your operators who are gold medal will appear, so I have selected the White Sand Villas. Then all of your products. So you will select your product. And when it is a fixed price package, you must be strict with the components. So in this case, the package is set for 2 nights and it is bookable by 2 adults only at a special set price of $220. That price may be the normal price, it may be a discount, but that is a fixed price. In addition, I've set up a tour, and for this package, the wine tour on weekdays with Chris Tours must be selected by both adults to tie in with the accommodation at a special price of $140. So $220 plus $140 is $360. That's where you'll notice that the cost at the top has been auto-populated for $360. So the implication with this package, it is for 2 nights, you must do accommodation and a tour, and it is for 2 adults only. This package has been set up so that 3 adults cannot book this package. That will be done another way. What you will notice as well is that I have put a figure in the commission of 10%. It just means you have the ability to override package products with a commission if you wish. And of course, once you have set up your product, you need to save the changes. So that is a fixed price product. So let me show you how that appears. Rather than go into dynamic pricing now, I'm going to show you the booking functionality for a fixed package. If someone is standing in your booking centre and they wish to book a package, left-hand menu, you can go down to packages and there's an area that says book packages. All of the live packages will appear. So the package I've just set up is the weekend wine package 1 bedroom. It does give you a little bit of information. Even though you do have a package is unavailable, you can still click on book this package and then move around in the next screen to get the appropriate dates. So with the weekend wine package, you can see that it is made up of 2 components and it will automatically populate for 2 adults, giving you the total price. You do have the ability to change the date, but you do not have the ability to reduce the stay in the accommodation or to change the number of people available. Now this package is currently not available because I am doing a same-day search. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to change arrival date and I'm going to change it to the 18th of October. The system will automatically populate, and what you will notice now is for the 2-night accommodation, that is available for the 18th and the 19th of October. The reason that the 3rd night is showing as NA is because I have set up this package to say, if it is available, I would like the option to do the tour on the day of checkout. However, in this case, you have got an NA in black because that tour is currently not available on the Friday. It might be booked out or it may not be running. So in this case, my accommodation is available, but with the tour I have the choice of which day I wish to run the tour. So I'm going to do the accommodation, but I think I'll do the tour on the Thursday. So I select the Thursday. It will automatically tell me I have $360. That will be the cost of this package. All I need to do is go book now. As per normal protocols, when you go book now, the operator cancellation policies will appear, which must be accepted at the time of booking. Now, I've just received a question from a couple of people that there is a sound issue. Could you please just do a hands up again if you are still hearing me? Okay, I'm getting a response that most people can hear me. So for the person who sent through that they cannot hear me, it may be an issue at your end. One thing you may wish to do is swap over to phone call. Keep in mind that you will not lose the visual, and you can always refer to the recording afterwards anyway, but the sound is still working. Okay, so what I've done is I've proceeded to the booking, and what you will notice is that everything has been packaged together. Now, normal functionality will occur for a staff member where you do have the ability to override a price, but I highly doubt that would be anything you would need to do in a real life scenario. What you will notice is you cannot cancel components as it is being booked as part of a package. If you don't wish to proceed, you will need to delete the entire shopping cart. Now, I will be coming back to this screen, but what I want to jump across to now are dynamic packages. So I'm going to go back to the packages area, and I'm going to view some more packages. This time I'm going to choose what's called the East Coast package. So that one is loading, and you're going to notice a few different changes for this one. The first thing you'll notice with this one is that the total cost has been set to 0, and I have a button clicked that says operator setup. These two go hand in hand, and what it means is if you select this button, the package will be reading the default rates for all linked package. The advantages of that is because you have the ability to book for different number of passengers. For example, you could book for one person, two adults and a child. The other functionality is similar. I have clicked the button to say that with this package you have the ability to book tours on the day of checkout, and I have put in the default number of nights of 3. Again, that is the number of default nights that appear online, but as this is a dynamic package, and I will explain the word dynamic in more detail, the client and the staff member have the ability to extend and upsell. Scrolling down, similar functionality. The major difference you're going to notice here, I have linked 3 products. So I have linked in a room, I have put in 2 tours, but what you'll notice this time is that the cost is 0 and I have defaulted to 1. This is initial setup. The number of nights will always be 1, and you always select the number of adults as 1. You leave everything else blank, including the cost. This will tell the system to automatically select default as per requirements. After that is saved, let's have a look at the booking. So I go back to packages. Let's book this package. And the package I'm going to choose this time is the East Coast package. The major difference you're going to notice when this one loads is the menu at the top. So you've got the name of the package, but this time you've actually got menu items for the number of people to be included in this package, how many nights you wish to book, plus you have the arrival date. So what you'll notice is that it has defaulted to 7 days. It's showing the Chris Hotel and Apartments, the room type, showing as available for all 4 nights. Then with the flexibility of the 2 tours, I can turn around and say I would like to do the first tour on Sunday and I'd like to do the second tour the day I check out. In addition, I could turn around. You'll notice that it does say $1,375. It is automatically priced 7 nights for 2 adults. But if I change the number of adults to 1, keep an eye on the booking total in the bottom. You'll notice that the price has dropped down because the system has automatically refreshed the package to do the accommodation and both tours for 1 adult. You do of course have the ability to change the date, so I can change the date to the 15th of November. Auto refreshing. And you can see now that the accommodation is still available. The tour is available on every day, so I can choose to do that on checkout. The shopping tour is available every day except the Monday, so I'll choose Sunday. For this package, if you set the number of default days to be 3, for an online search, it will show 3 days with the ability to extend or change. For internal bookings, it will default to 7. However, you can change that. So for this client, I have 1 adult who's only interested in 3 days. Once the screen is refreshing, it will automatically check availability. So arriving on the 15th of November, for 1 adult, for 3 nights, this package is available. They wish to do the tour on the Friday. They wish to do the shopping tour on the day of checkout. And I can see that the total cost is $675. So from there, I'll click on Book Now. There are 3 operators in place, so I will expect to see 3 cancellation policies, which I will accept. And what it's done, it has loaded the 3 components of the package with a total cost of $675. Protocols continue as per normal. So at this stage I can proceed to checkout. I can put in the details of the client. And the telephone number, of course. When I click Booking or Sale, by booking this package, it becomes a multi-booking itinerary as per normal protocols. Right, so there you go. So this is a package. It does show all of the components. You can pay for this as per normal protocols, whether you choose to have the client pay in full or whether they may pay into components. But once the booking is confirmed, it is following normal protocols. We'll just wait to save, and when it's in a test environment, it tends to be a little bit slower. But now that the booking is confirmed, it follows normal protocols. You do have the ability to cancel and edit components. My advice is, when it's part of a package, go into the client notes and just add in something like East Coast package. You can continue with more information, but by putting in that information of East Coast package, it becomes aware to staff members and operators alike that this cannot be piecemealed now. You cannot cancel a component in case there may have been a negotiated rate. You could also add that in the internal notes for your staff. You could always say, booked as part of a package. Individual components may not be cancelled, and of course putting in your own initials. So just a couple of safeguarded protocols there. So what I've done here is I have covered setting up the packages with the operator product and booking the packages. Just a reminder, let's go back to the packages page. Your components must be gold medal. Research has shown clients are not interested in booking packages online if they need to wait for a request. So packages must be gone online. Secondly, availability needs to be provided by your operator. So what I'm going to do now is we are ready to move on to the online presence now. So I am going to hand over to Caitlin, who's going to take over from here.
Hello, how are you doing? All right, so obviously super important to have all of your packages set up in the back end and to sell through your visitor centres because we know that foot traffic is a massive seller and visitor centres are certainly not dead. But what we also want to do is make sure that we can sell our packages in an online presence as well, which is also evolving and becoming bigger and bigger every day and more important. So I'm just going to show you a few ideas. Being a very new feature, most of our packages set up are not completed yet. However, we're basically doing this webinar to show you what you can do and give you the tools necessary to be able to build your packages and give them an online presence as well. So a couple of advantages of that is you can target key target markets with your packages. So you can make sure that you're selling a package that that user would like for their next holiday. So this is an example of Bendigo Tourism. This is also in development still. So basically they've got all of their packages listed on this page. Now it's up to you and your developer as to how you would like to display these packages. However, this is a basic packages gadget which lists all of the packages. So you can see you've got your date selector and you can display whichever packages on the pages you want. So if you wanted to start a campaign and it was packages specific to that campaign, you could choose to show only those packages on the page if that's where you're drawing your users to. So once the user selects their package, that takes you to the individual package setup page online. So you can add all bits and pieces of information around the packages gadget. However, this is the packages gadget here. So we can see that this one is, we can actually select the nights. So this one we can choose to have 4 nights, 7 nights, 20 nights. So the user can actually select the number of nights. Whether they're available or not is another question. But they can actually select their nights and the date that they would like to purchase this package for. And then online they can choose the day that they want to select their tour for. So again, as Chris went over in the setup, you can have it to be the day of checkout as well. So they can go and select also whether the tour is available or not on that day. So we can see by hovering over this one, this tour is not available on the 3rd of August, so that cannot be selected. But the user can then change their dates to suit and then it's all packaged together and it's one booking process rather than adding things to the cart. So we've also got a set nights package. So this is basically, so if we saw in the previous example that the user can actually change the number of nights that they want to select as part of their package. However, this one is a specific number of nights. Now, the way that Visit Queensland have done their packages is they've got individual nightly packages, so the user can select a package or if they've got a specific number of days that they're travelling for, they can find a package that's suitable for that number of days. So they can change the date that they want to select this package for. However, they cannot change the number of nights. So it's just 4 nights that's available, and then they can select to book their tours on whatever days they'd like to go on those as well. A final example that I wanted to show you online was this option here. So this is basically an operator that sells 3 different products, and they have their products grouped together as one package option. So they've got 3 different options to package their products together, and basically they lead through to a packages page, which includes the packages gadget with all the options. So these are just tours, so they can select those tours on any days they like. They can also select the number of nights they're staying, so that they can choose whatever days they want it, depending on what nights and what date they're coming to the region. But what I wanted to show you on this page is basically how you can add, or your developer can add, modules and extra information to the page depending on what you want to highlight to the end user as part of this package, or selling points as part of this package. So it's quite diverse, the kind of things that you can do with packages. We'll be putting, if your developers, if you're using a third-party developer, if they have any questions on how to integrate that online, those online packages into your website, they can contact us at bdigital@bookeasy.com. And I'm sure when Chris sends you out this webinar, he'll put those contact details in there as well. So just if they have any questions on how to integrate the packages functionality so that you can have the best online presence and best conversion rate that you can possibly get with those. But again, I just want to reiterate, online, it's something that not all OTAs have the ability to do. So when you're up against guys like Booking.com and the big fish, they only sell accommodation. You specialise in being able to offer car hire, tours, tickets and accommodation all in the one system. So this is really a good point of difference that you can offer online that not many other OTAs have the ability to do. So I'll just see if there's any questions specifically relating to online. So can the package show on the operator's page? Unfortunately, that's not possible just because the operator page has all of their products. When we're packaging operators together, there'll be obviously different products for different operators. I mean, it probably is possible, but it would need to be a separate operator page that would need to be built specifically and have a different template. So it is possible. There would be development involved. So if you have, and it'd sort of be not really an out-of-the-box solution. So that would definitely be something that you'd have to discuss with your third-party developer, or if you have a website with us, you'd have to discuss that with us. But it wouldn't show in the same gadget. Unfortunately, there's only one gadget per page. So it possibly would just be a link off to that operator page. Just give a holler if that answers your question. Is there any other questions? Currently, you have to create a room type for an accommodation house to package with a tour.
Okay, that question's come in from Natalie. That was true a while back, but I've actually set up packages now that do not have accommodation components. So I believe you can set them up purely how you wish. So I would ask you to reach out to us after the webinar. We can go through it if you are picking up anything that's not working quite right. But I have set up packages that are purely tours and or tickets only. There is another question that has come through about currently we have different packages set up for attractions prices, and that's coming from Chris. Chris, I guess the main thing is if you are setting up dynamic pricing, and this is where attractions tickets can fit in very well, it will automatically book as per the number of people you require. However, there will always be problems if you have differing levels dependent on the number of people, and unfortunately you would have to continue doing that as a fixed price. In addition, if you are doing accommodation, the package will be looking at the number of people fitting into one room. So currently we do not have the ability to book multiple packages in one motion internally. There's a question that came in from Vicky about once the packages are in the shopping cart, the arrival dates cannot be changed. Yes, currently that is true, because once the package appears in the shopping cart, it becomes a multi-booking itinerary. It is not possible to change multiple components in one hit. They have to be done individually. So currently it is at the booking level before you go to the final shopping cart or confirmed itinerary. That is where you do have the ability to change an arrival date.
Actually, I might answer this one quickly now as well. Can you add packages as one of the drop-downs on the existing BookEasy widget? So it's basically just another product when it comes to our search gadget. So as you can see with Whitsunday's website, we've got accommodation, tours, and also packages as well. So if we select packages, we can go through in the booking widget to our list of packages.
Thank you to everyone who has attended.